Okay guys, so in this video we are going to go over ICT's time and price theory. So what time and price theory says is when we get to 8:30 New York time, we should see our first setup. And in the case that we don't see a setup at 8:30, we are looking for a second setup at 9:30. So right away you guys can see that in this case we do not see a setup at 8:30, but we do see a optimal trade entry at 9:30. Keep in mind guys, we only want to trade at 8:30 or at 9:30, and we want to finish trading at noon at most. Okay, so what is the point of time and price theory is it says that when we get to 8:30 New York time, we want to see our first setup, and in the case that we do not see our first setup at 8:30, we are looking for a setup at 9:30, and it also says that our trading starts at 8:30 and it ends around noon. You can also maybe go over to 1 o'clock, but you can see that at that time it has already started to be messy. So how come that this theory works so well? How come that always at 8:30 or at 9:30 we see a setup for where that comes from the fact that at 8:30 the news embargo lifts, meaning that at 8:30 that's where news events are going to start. Right at 8:30 there are one news event, typically. Yes. And what that means is, and we all know that with news events it is just all about more liquidity in the markets. So what setup am I talking about that has happened at 9:30? Well, if you guys watched my other videos, you might not seen this already, a optimal trade entry, and you can see that it is also working out pretty great here too. So what is optimal trade entry? You see these levels, these numbers here, right? We have a range, and our bias is bearish. What that means is that we are looking for shorts. Yes, you could say, why didn't I take this trade? I mean, this is a optimal trade entry also, but keep in mind that in this instance you are buying, not selling, and we are shorting here because our bias does not change until this high is broken. So until then our bias is bearish, meaning we are looking for shorts. Okay, so right away price touches the 0.618 level, and that is our entry always. Our first scaling will be at the last low, our second scaling will be at the 0.27 level, our third scaling will be at the 0.62 level, and our fourth scaling will be at the -1 level. As you can see guys, it also played out perfectly, and all this is just a Fibonacci, and it is really easy to use. All you want to know is how to anticipate your daily bias. You could also say that we have a optimal trade entry right here, right? That's a optimal trade entry. Price comes back down from a retracement, touches the 0.618 level and rallies. I mean, even if you took this trade, you would have reached your second take profit, which is great, but keep in mind that our bias is bearish, and for that reason we are not looking for buys, we are looking for sells. Okay, so for that reason I did not take the trade, but also we got another optimal trade entry right here. As you can see, price goes a little bit above the 0.618 level and touches the 0.705 level. Keep in mind that until price does not go through the 0.79 level, the optimal trade entry is still valid. Entry at the 0.618 level, stop loss at the last high, take profit at the first take profit will be at the last low, your second would be here, your third here, your fourth there. But as you can see guys, this is why time and price theory needs to be applied in the markets. This is why you need to know it, because see what I told you, we are not looking to take trades after noon, which is 12 o'clock, and that also means that we are not looking to hold trades after noon, because after noon volatility slows down, and that means that price will not reach your take profit. And for that reason I did not take this trade neither. Okay, so one more thing that I wanted to tell you guys is that your trade does not necessarily need to occur right at 9:30 or 8:30. A half an hour slippage is acceptable. So let's do a little recap. At 8:30 you either want to be looking for a turtle soup pattern or a optimal trade entry. Okay, this is your two smart money pattern. Okay guys, so in the next video I'm going to touch on liquidity pools and how to take advantage of them. So if you want to see those, please subscribe.